Components and props are fundamental concepts in web development, particularly in the context of building user interfaces using libraries like React. Let's explore these concepts in more detail. 1. What is a component? A component is a self-contained, reusable building block for constructing user interfaces in web applications. It represents a part of the user interface, such as a button, form, header, or even a more complex widget or page. 2. Types of components. Functional components, these are JavaScript functions that return JSX, JavaScript XML, elements. They are also known as stateless components because they don't manage their own state. Class components, these are JavaScript classes that extend the React component class. They can have their own internal state and lifecycle methods. 3. Creating components. In React, you can create components by defining functions or classes that return JSX elements. Here's an example of a functional component. And here's an example of a class component. 4. Rendering components. To use a component, you simply include it in your JSX within other components or in the application's entry point, usually an index.js or app.js file. Props, properties. 1. What are props? Props are short for properties, and they are a way to pass data from parent components to child components in React. Props are read-only and help make components reusable and dynamic. 2. Passing props. You can pass props to a component as attributes in JSX when you use that component. For example. 3. Accessing props. Inside a component, you can access props as an object. In functional components, props are typically passed as an argument to the function. In class components, you access them using this .props. 4. Using props dynamically. Props can be used to make components dynamic. You can pass different values to the same component to display different content or behavior. In summary, components are the building blocks of user interfaces in React, and props allow you to pass data and configure those components dynamically. This combination of components and props enables you to create reusable and flexible UIs in your web applications. Thank you. See you next lesson.